Exoborne is a new extraction shooter coming out in 2025 and I am super excited about it. So I thought I'd share with you their announcement trailer for their upcoming playtest that's happening in February. Now, just to be clear, I am a part of the Exoborne Creators Program, and I want to tell you that because it means I might get some kind of financial rewards or maybe like gifts and stuff for making videos about the game. I am genuinely excited about the game. I've been talking to some of the developers about it before I even knew about the Creators Program, but I think it's good to be kind of transparent that there's a chance that if this video does well, they might give me some money. Now, they haven't asked me to say anything in particular about it. They just said they would like some videos where we're reacting to the announcement trailer for the upcoming playtest. So let's take a look at it. If I just scroll back to the beginning of it, let's watch it. So those are the kind of mech things that you're going to be in, and they're the things that give you all the powers and stuff, you know. I'm guessing you can customize it quite a lot with different abilities, different weapons. The environments look absolutely awesome. It's this kind of post-apocalyptic, I guess it's America, I'm not really sure. But you can see there, yeah, people flying about, charging forwards, electrical attacks. The grappling hook, I do love games with grappling hooks in it. Some sniping, some stealth. I don't know if that was a player character. Oh, these are the storms. So this is like, to me, what seemed like the big thing when they did their announcement trailer. There's these storms, these lightning storms, tornadoes. It seems like they can activate during a match. It's like 3 tornadoes at once there. If you want to play this, you can sign up. I think that just said, is it February 12th to the 17th, did it say? Yeah, February 12th to 17th. If you want to sign up for that, you can just go onto Steam. There's a little Steam logo there. Like with most Steam playlists, you go on there and just click on Request Access, and then you'll get a chance to play this February 12th to 17th. I'm not sure how many places there'll be, whether everyone will get in or whether it's pretty limited. But it looks pretty cool. So yeah, like I said, I do know a bit about this game. I've seen it before, I've played a little bit of it before. And it is quite different to a lot of the extraction shooters that you might have seen before. The big thing, I suppose, really is the mech suits. And you might have seen kind of vaguely similar stuff in Off the Grid, where you've got the prosthetic limbs and things like that. This is much more like you are a person in an exosuit, and then you can like sort of design that exosuit in terms of choosing what features it's going to have on it. And the big thing in terms of gameplay is really the movement abilities. So the way people can move around these environments, you see even that person landing straight away there. You've got grappling hooks, you've got little jump jets letting them hover in the air, you've got this weird charging forwards thing. There's lots of different options for you to kind of get about. Now, obviously, when we're playing this, and the environments look great. I think that looks really cool, just like how different these different environments look. I think these towers are the things that cause the storms. And then like when you need to extract, I think you go over there and something lands. And there's a bunch of like robots about that you can fight and sort of normal extraction shooter stuff where you get crafting materials and all that sort of thing. Now, the big thing that I'm worried about with this game is the same thing I'm worried about with every extraction shooter. You know, is it going to be one of these games where some people absolutely no-life it, get insanely powerful gear, and then destroy it for everybody else? Like, just make it so if you're a new player, if you want to play casually, you're getting wrecked by somebody that has much better gear. I don't know how they're going to get around that. I don't know whether they've got plans to try and avoid that happening. The little bit of it that I've played before, there was like a closed playtest before, you had like lots of AI enemies, so there were lots of like robot enemies that you were fighting a lot of the time. It didn't feel like you came across other players all that much, and because people are like flying around and using grappling hooks and stuff like that, it was quite obvious where enemy players were going to be, so you could choose to avoid them if you wanted to. But yeah, I've got no idea how they're going to sort of deal with balancing or skill-based matchmaking, whether they're going to have bots in matches and things like that, which I keep saying is probably the best solution. Make it so if you're, you know, not doing that well in the game, it puts you against bots, and if you're doing really well, then it starts putting you against real players. Stuff like that I think is probably a good idea. But regardless, all of these extraction shooters, the best time to play them is during the playtests, is during that first couple of weeks when everybody's finding their feet, people don't have all the best gear yet, people haven't had a chance to like learn what the meta is and to absolutely master all of the different abilities. So often I end up having a lot more fun with these games right at the beginning. So that's why, you know, the playtest is quite an exciting time. You can see the HUD here. He's got some sort of assault rifle type thing. I'm not sure what the water thing is. Is that the weather because it's raining? Is it just letting you know that that's what's going on? And I'm guessing these are the different abilities that you have. So he's got the sort of jumper ability there. Oh yeah, you can see that. It says it's raining up there and there's water there. Maybe like electricity does more damage. There's a cool couple of things that I'm only just noticing now in this trailer. That he's using this scope, but it's all cracked and stuff. The glass is all cracked. So I wonder if that's like, oh, he's got a really bad quality scope, and maybe if you get a better quality scope, it won't be all smashed up. That's kind of interesting. I don't feel like many games have done stuff like that for quite a long time. Far Cry 2 used to be a bit like that. Oh, you can see the gear a little bit better there. They've got like a massive magnum. Someone's got a sniper rifle and what looks like night vision goggles. That person's just wearing sunglasses. It's weird on your team to have one person wearing night vision and one person wearing sunglasses. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe the night vision is just something cosmetic. Maybe it's not something that actually works. The shooting looks pretty good. I seem to remember from what I played of it, the shooting felt pretty good. And yeah, when you're doing it, like these aren't enemy players. These are just like bots. These are just enemy AI that you can kill to get merch. And there's like merch, loot. And there's some like robot enemies, and then there's some of like some cult or something like that. I think that's how it's going to be working. It's quite cool. Like you saw there, just where he like thudded down. Well, let's see if I can get back there. You can see all of the different little bits of loot that pop out. There's just so much stuff popping out, and that's just after he's killed a robot. He's just punched a robot to death. And then, yeah, there's these big towers, a little bit of sniping. I don't know if that's a player. I'm not really sure if that's an enemy player who's holding that shield up and someone's sneaking up behind them. Maybe. Then they're just stabbing them. I think so, because it said down, so that makes me think that that was actually a player that he got. See there, it just says downed at the bottom. That's kind of cool. And yeah, I mean, this is a big thing. You've got these little parachutey things, and then because there's a tornado, obviously the tornadoes, like in Battlefield 2042, it's a danger. It's also something that gives you an opportunity to, like, maneuver. You know, if you're in a bad spot and there's a tornado nearby, send up one of these little parachute things, and you'll go flying into the air and then be able to fly away and hopefully escape or, like, maneuver again. And obviously you can also shoot people when you're in the air, so both of you can be in the air shooting at the same time. I really hope that the kind of the movement and the weather and stuff like that makes this feel different from other extraction shooters, makes it in something really exciting. But anyway, that is Exoborne. Like I said, I'm a part of the creator program, so I'll definitely be making some content when this goes into the playtest in February and going into the future. Let me know in the comments what you think of it. Make sure that you've signed up for it, and I'll see you for the next time. Goodbye.